All right. Okay. You in a Spike Lee movie, girl?
What do you mean?
With the cars passing by.
Oh, yeah.
Spike Lee do his movies and don't be no cars. Well, all the movies, a lot of the movies do that. What's happening? It look real nice in Houston, Texas.
Yes. I mean, we finally got a couple of days of no rain, so I'm feeling pretty awesome.
Okay. Jamal, how you doing today?
Doing excellent, doing excellent.
Okay. Well, we got a bunch of stuff on the list today, and we're gonna get started. We got some people that's late. Robert is coming from um, Atlanta from training. Charlie Brown is saying the closing prayer out right now at his church. Hope he don't come here with the devil in him. And who else? Um, who else late? Oh, and Bernard will be a few minutes late. I don't know where Uncle Sean at lately. I think we're gonna have to take a welfare check on him, Jamal, and we're gonna have to ride the Charleston and check on him.
All right,
And
I'm
Jamal,
down.
your mic is yeah. We're gonna have to get you another device, is what it's gonna be. We gotta take care of that. We gotta take care of that. You usually in the lab. Usually in the lab, so we don't usually have that problem. But we welcome everybody. We got a bunch of stuff on the list today on our agenda. A lot of stuff to talk about. Sandra, I don't know why you always late. I'm gonna tell y'all the show started at 6:00, so y'all can be here on time at 7. This is
Sir, first of all, I'm on time more than y'all on time half the time. And I was on time today.
I got some special stuff for you. See, that's what I'm talking about.
And I messaged you.
I saw it. Hey Sonia,
So
and we um we um I got some special stuff for you tonight. You know, since you want to challenge all the black men, so you can't challenge me and Jamal. You know, you can't challenge us. How long before you get home?
whatever.
How long before you get home?
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Okay. Okay.
12 minutes.
Okay. Well, we ain't gonna be into it by then anyway. We're gonna save that for you. All right. And Robert, he's on his way. I guess he said he's watching, tuning in.
So what this week just feel like it's been 100 days, don't it?
I don't know. I know you fading out. You in the country over there, in the country, Texas. But anyway, y'all ready to get started?
Definitely on the back roads.
What's up, people?
What's up, B?
Ain't nothing. Hey, we started yet? What's up, Sonya? How you doing, boo? We started yet?
Yeah, we started.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Jamal, I got a bone to pick with you, man. Stay out of West Savannah.
Yeah.
See, he ain't want to acknowledge my name. You see my new name, the King of West Savannah. He ain't want to do that. I was just waiting. The King of West Savannah.
All that mess.
The King of West Savannah. Boy. On the Rabble, I make sure you see the King of West Savannah. Ebony Sports One, the King of West Savannah. I won't do that on Run Tell That, but King of West Savannah.
Man, but you trying to be a winner so bad that you got to come in our neighborhood for no reason. You want to try to win so bad, Jamal. Come on. What, Sonya? What's wrong with him? Look at it.
I don't understand it.
Man, hey, if you ain't winning now, man, you ain't gonna win. Make it make sense.
All right. So y'all ready?
Oh yeah.
When is the Wolverines picnic?
September the 23rd in the June, September 23rd, 24th, something like that. No, you was there last time in the side.
September 28th.
Yeah. Jamal, you're not invited.
Hey, what was missing from what she just said just now?
Tonkin Wolverine.
No. She didn't ask when was Jenkins on.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right.
I didn't even know they have one. Shit.
They
don't. We have the red and black ball that Julius Hall and Dr. Tanya Hall comes to, and they emulate the red and black ball. So that's what we do. Because again, we the stars. We the stars.
Hold on, I was supposed to be the red and black ball Saturday, and it didn't happen.
Oh, we moved it to September. Because we're gonna disrupt all you. We're gonna disrupt y'all picnics. That's what we did. Oh, I didn't mean to say that. Oh,
y'all got it on September 28th.
Please, it's only gonna be them and 5 other people.
Yeah.
Well, no, we have people from Savannah High who come over, who also, and Beach High people say, we like how y'all do this. And in fact, I should say this too, because Dr. Tanya Hall also is an honorary HBJ Warrior because she comes to our Hall of Fame celebration too. So we do have Hall of Fame celebration also. Unlike the other schools, Savannah High has no Hall of Fame. But we're not saying anything about Savannah High, but I'm just sharing. And Julius Hall so be nominated as an honorary HBJ Warrior in 2025. So we just looking forward to that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Where that come from?
You had saw the notification. You already saw the notification. The jacket was in your house. The jacket was right there in your house.
Well, they ain't coming this year. The Hall ain't coming this year.
I tell you, man.
The King of West Savannah say he will be there. The King of West Savannah say he will be there.
Okay.
On a serious note, man, what you doing in West Savannah, man? What's the problem?
I took it over.
All right, moving on.
All
Okay.
right, let's get to our first thing. We got a few things to show tonight. The biggest cruise ship in the world. I want y'all to look at this because when I hit the lottery in a couple of weeks, I'm taking all of y'all on this cruise ship. Don't get scared. We all going. They got a lot of lifeboats.
It's the world's largest ultra-luxury cruise ship. It cost $1.2 billion. 5 times bigger than the Titanic, it's like a moving city on the sea. There are dozens of entertainment facilities on board, such as shopping malls, playgrounds, sea parks, theaters, 11 bars, 19 swimming pools, and 20 restaurants. There are 2,800 guest rooms alone. It's the Miracle of the Seas. Miracle of the Seas is the newest cruise ship in Royal Caribbean's Oasis series. The ship is 64 meters wide and 362 meters long, 100 meters longer than the Titanic. With a full load displacement of 240,000 tons. It's larger than the world's largest aircraft carrier, the Ford. It has 18 decks, equivalent to a high-rise residential building. It can accommodate up to 6,988 guests, plus 2,300 crew members, for a total of nearly 9,000 people. There's no other vehicle in the world that can carry so many people. For only $50,000, you can travel to 31 countries in Europe, America, Asia, and Oceania.
Okay, that's a bad part there. Sandra, what was the most important thing they said just now?
Mine was still. It didn't move, and I didn't hear anything.
Oh, because you're in the car.
Did anybody else hear anything?
Yeah.
You're in the car. You ride. That's why you didn't hear anything. But they gave out all the stats for it. I'm gonna show it at the end so you can hear it again. But they got what they say they had 10 pools.
Please.
11 pool.
A mall inside it. You got swim parks inside. There's a boat, theaters. But the most important thing they said was they got 11 bars.
They ain't see what kind of balls, but he got 11 balls.
See, one person that up here, the king of West Savannah, gonna say that that's debauchery. That knew that's what he's gonna say, but it's not debauchery if you just go and you looking and not drinking. Well, that's not debauchery. Yeah,
that's a big ass ship.
It is. So
we have fun on this show.
As soon as I hit the lotto, y'all gonna go. You going, Jamal?
I'm gonna say the worst cruise that I've been on was with Royal Caribbean. I don't know why. Royal Caribbean is not.
Why you say that? I had a really good time on Royal Caribbean.
It's not, to me. It's not a fun cruise.
Yeah.
I think I ain't trying.
It's not a party cruise.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Because it is like for mature adults. Just like it's like remember retirees, some stuff like that. But it is debauchery when you got that many alcoholic places right there in it. But again, it's debauchery and basically Dionysus type stuff. But I'm just saying, you shouldn't be a part of it anyway. It's the devil. It's the devil.
I like Carnival. I love Carnival. Woo. Yeah. They give you a show.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Carnival really does what they're supposed to do. Birthdays.
Better make sure you don't go in the wrong room.
Yeah, Carnival is like I like Carnival. But
I like Royal Caribbean because the food is better.
I had like Carnival food. I had Royal Caribbean.
Royal Caribbean's food is much better.
I had because I had even liked the pizza that they had on Carnival too.
Yeah.
No, what's the name of the place where you eat all the hamburgers all day?
The Lido Deck.
No, it's on the Lido Deck. But what's the name of the business? It's a hamburger guy.
Guys Burgers.
Was it Guys?
I don't know. I thought it was
Uh-huh. Guy
the king
Ferretti.
of Savannah.
I think it was Guy. I think it was Jamal. Somebody
Yeah,
else
it's Guy
said
Ferretti.
of the West. Stella
Yeah.
said she is the ruler of the West.
That's it. That's it. He got a long way to go to try to be the king of West Savannah. He got a lot of people to come through.
He better not go back through there no more.
I know it.
Guess what? My followers said they wanted me back there. I told them I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow and Friday and each day thereafter. They said, come by. Just come and sit down with us. That's what they said to me. I swear to God, that's what they said. Today, more than once.
What you need? All right. I'll come get it. All right. I'm coming. I'm too damn old to babysit.
Okay. Well, we're gonna go on to our next subject. Jamal, you can speak on this better than anybody else. I mean, I met the king and pretty decent, nice guy, well mannered, and I met him. He was killed by his sister yesterday. Yesterday, he was killed by his sister. He's the king of a village, African village over in Carolina, and his sister was mentally ill, and she stabbed him in the neck and killed him. This is the king, and this is my wife and Sean. When they met the king in Atlanta, we're all in Atlanta. He's there. He's there. I got another picture, but I couldn't find it. Right where the security guards, and that's why I didn't understand. I guess he really trusted his sister. She went into him because he got security all around him, and carrying guns and everything else. But I got another picture of my wife and Sean kneeling down. And I told them they were down there kissing the king's feet.
Yeah. I seen him when he came to Atlanta.
Yeah, we were at the I think you were there with me with the at the Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Juneteenth.
Yeah. So his sister killed him?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man.
So you got people holding the things up behind him so he won't get hot.
Yeah.
See that person back there holding the thing up. He got servants now and everything. He's Jamal, tell us about how that designation happens where he becomes a king in that village. If you can give us a little history on it.
Well, it goes back to 1970. His father, Asajaman, had gone to. He's from the United States, but gone to Nigeria and became a leader of Yoruba spirituality, and then given the designation with regards to that, and which is the title is Oba, which means king. And so he then comes back over here, and they were actually looking at, because they were in New York. They were in New York, but they said that they needed to go to a place that was actually more spiritually connected and culturally connected. And the place they came to originally was Savannah. They came here. They came to Savannah. And what happens is that then they found out they could it was better for them just to go on to Sheldon, South Carolina. Now some people call it Seabrook, but Sheldon, South Carolina, right there in Beaufort County, South Carolina. And they created Oyatunji. And so my uncle was the postmaster there in Sheldon. And so he used to tell us, they come in there, he's like, I've seen these people, they kind of African, attire on. And so, and they numbered it jumped from 5 people up to 200 people living right there. And his father passed away in 2005. And then King Ade, Fumi, basically known as King Ade, became the Oba King, and a good brother. He grew up in the community. He knew the people. So that you have people go and say, I saw him come up from a little boy. And so all these type of feelings, these sensations were they've known him, and just like y'all say, his spirit, that cool, he was not pretentious. And that's why I go and say to people that when I see people who got titles and positions and they gotta be all haughty like that, man, they wasn't like that. you can talk to him, chill, you can laugh, joke, all of that. And now I say people like that are secure in themselves. And so then also began to engage people that the men there, the young men there, were now engaged in vocational trades and other things like that. And they were a part of the community. And that's why last year at the Grand African Ball that Taylor and Curtis had at the Civil Rights Museum, he was at there, and I had a video. I told people in the video, I said, he and I did a video together. He said, if you want to know about Africa connection, and Gullah Geechee connection, this is the person you get with, and I was like honored that he said, this is the brother right here, and that's how he was. And so tragically, his sister, who people say had a mental health issue because what happened. Our sister, great supporter of our Vanessa Taylor. Vanessa called me, my cousin called me, and she said to me, Vanessa called me, she said, Jamal, the king is dead. The king, somebody killed the king. And I'm like, got my phone, and I'm looking at my phone like, basically I'm saying, what the H is Vanessa talking about? And I'm like, king. I'm thinking about like somebody last name King, or somebody who we call, first name King. And then I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. I said, hold up. Then I'm like, I'm like, she talking about our day. I'm like, no. And so I'm like, and I'm calling some people. I said, I just talked to some folks because it happened on Monday. And so I said, I just talked to some people last night. They said nothing to me about that. Y'all said, I talked to Queen Quet last night. And so I text Queen Quet, call her. She didn't respond. I text her a text. Later on, she did a what? And then that's when I called Vanessa, told Vanessa, I said, Vanessa, are you sure about that? Then she put me on the phone with a sister who, same Juneteenth y'all were at in Atlanta, because Vanessa was there, and all the time they were on the float together. This sister named Isis Brantley, who was the hairstylist for Erykah Badu, Vanessa had on the phone. And that's when she said, yes, she said his sister killed him. And like I said, but nobody's saying anything. I was like, I understand why. And it is a tragedy. And so now Julius Hall, I did not put the video out yet. Julius Hall called me, and it's a video that I'm going to put out. And I talk about King Ade in the video, but also talk to something about my birthday. And I had a deja vu moment, not deja vu. It's something I had saw in a dream. And Julius Hall talked to me about some homicides that are being committed. And I said to you, state of emergency. And you was like, yeah. And then when I was in my room and I'm right there listening up, and I was like, oh my God. This is what I had a dream that I was going to tell Julius about state of emergency. I was like, and it hit me. I was like, okay. So that's why I tell folks, when you begin to connect, you can feel it. And that's why, and we're in a time right now that I'm gonna end in a couple of seconds, because I told the sister, Isis she said, no, they don't need to put her in prison. I said, the state got that now. That's not even that. That's in the hands of the state. And so what I said, the state now gonna come there and not gonna engage in some stuff right there. And that's when that sister then said, she said, yeah, those other people come in here causing confusion and they cause these problems. And I'm like, that's right. So I'm saying to people, like, when you know you got something good, you gotta keep your group tight. And just like Julius, when you said about, I'm trying to figure out too, how was she able to do something like that? Again, he got protection. But I tell, again, if y'all know somebody got some issues, don't even play around acting like it's okay with them. They got to get help. You guys tell them they got to get help. People got to get help, or you cannot have them around, because there's no telling what will happen. And that now people are saying, hey, this has occurred. And so I'm like, we can't even play about it anymore.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, how close, maybe because it's his sister or whatever, but still, how close, it was too close. I mean, he had guards all over him, so I don't know, maybe they was in the room, or maybe they was there by themselves, I don't know. For that to happen, and he had so much security around him.
Yeah, it's something.
Man.
And they found her walking. She was walking, so it's not like so she was walking. So again, we know their issues are there. So I'm saying to folks, we give honor to the family, we give this in the prayers, but I'm saying to all of us, just like I'm saying our black media, I'm just going to say our black media, that I look at that and look at our black media. Those of us who are here, we got to be tight. And also, you just don't let people come in, because I went and said this, and I told Queen Quet last night. I said, this type of stuff opens the door for somebody else to not try to come in and splinter what's going on. And the people going to do it, especially if they know that you got something good, and they look at it and they got the ego, they come and they splinter and they destroy the group. So that's why you keep your leadership, keep your people together, and they understand that it's not about egos, it's about we go.
Yeah, you're right. Me and Jules was talking about that yesterday. We were talking about that yesterday. We can't allow everybody that want to be on the show. Okay, we can't allow that. Everybody want to come in. We can't allow everybody. When we don't, if you ain't started from the top, if you ain't started from the bottom, don't try to work your way to the top. We can't just allow everybody because they want to be. We trust each other. We don't had our ups, we had a down, we had a fight. That's the way we is. But we're a brotherhood and a sisterhood. We just can't. That's a prime example, man. You're right, Jamal. We talked about that yesterday.
Yes, sir. But we are, Jamal, you touched on it a minute ago. We have a program in a few weeks called State of Emergency, and it's on the Ink to Ink, Incarceration to Incorporation broadcast that we put on every Friday at 6 p.m. And we hoping to have a 90-minute to a 2-hour show where we're going to discuss the issues with teen violence, because we got to be intentional about our youth. These youth are out of control. I was talking to a friend of mine in Memphis that said they got 10, 11, and 12-year-old hitmen going around. 10, 11, and 12. People, where are your kids? Why 10, 11, and 12 hitmen?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Something got to be done, and it's going to be up to us.
Yeah.
Nobody's minding the children.
That's correct. Nobody's minding them. Nobody's minding the kids. The kids are on their own.
And it's not because everybody is working 2 jobs and all of this. It's that they don't have a sense of, a lot of people don't have a sense of family and responsibility. It's, your children should be raised. They should not just be getting older or growing up. When we were young, we were raised. These kids today, they're just growing up. That's
correct. That's a good analogy there, Sandra.
Yeah,
very good. We're gonna take a quick message break, and then we'll be right back in about 1 minute.
Need your garments cleaned with care and with a professional touch? Then bring them to One Price Cleaners in Garden City at the Old Farmers Market on Highway 80. Service you can count on.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Hey guys, is Sheriff Welcher still in the hospital? I heard that he was real bad off a few weeks ago.
Yes, he's still in the hospital. Okay, we're gonna move on to our next subject, which is Project 2025. Waiting on Charlie Brown to come up in here. Project 2025. Y'all can read it for yourself. We can touch on some of them, but look at all the stuff that these people want to eliminate. You cannot even get a divorce. So you stuck with that person.
Okay.
They don't give a damn.
I don't see overtime.
They're
They
going to eliminate everything.
They want to end
abortions,
overtime.
contraceptions, additional tax breaks, higher taxes for the working class, elimination of unions, raise the retirement age, cut Social Security. Donald Trump on the campaign line now telling he's going to make Social Security taxes exempt, but he's lying. That's all Donald Trump ever does.
Yeah.
If his mouth, he's lying. He want to cut Medicare, the Affordable Care Act, raise the prices on prescription drugs. He want to do everything that's against these people are behind Donald Trump, and he is not said that he's not with them. He is he's embraced them really, and because he don't want to piss them off.
Well, actually, can I comment on this?
Yeah,
the writers of this 900-page document, which is Project 2025, were 140 of them were his staffers and close confidants and everything when he was in office and even now. So him coming on TV on yesterday trying to distance himself when his vice president nominee, VP Chance or Vance was the one that wrote the foreword on this document. So how is he going to say, oh, I don't know anything about 2025? What is it? You know, he knows all about it. And now he's trying to backpedal and act as if he doesn't know anything about it. But how you not going to know if your VP wrote some of the pages and then 140 of your closest confidants wrote the other 900 pages? Come on now. Do y'all think that the American people are stupid? Some of them are. The ones that's voting for you are.
Yeah, they do. They think that the American electorate is stupid, and that's why they do what the hell they do. You know, that's why they do what they do. They don't give a damn. We're gonna read some more of it before Jamar and Bernard come in and tell what they think about it.
Will you send that to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Because I have a friend. He's been on the show before, Shannon. And he says that he's voting for Trump. And the number 5 bullet point on here is elimination of unions, in which he belongs to the Journeyman's Union.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just sitting back like, why would y'all vote against your own best interests?
Well, that's what Jamar talked about in a second. That's what they do. They don't care. All they care about, most times, they're either idiot or you're racist. To vote against your own self, you're either an idiot or a racist. They want to eliminate the Department of Education, public use taxpayer money for private religious schools, teach Christian religions only in public schools, end free and discounted school lunch programs. It's just so much. Y'all that's got to read it and look at it. It's so much. They want to deport everybody that is over here, no matter what, whether you're here legally or not. If you're not with an American birth certificate, you might be gone. They want to ban Muslims from entering the country. Birthright citizenship. It's a lot that they want to do. And I rattled off a lot of stuff myself off just the top of my head from A to O on things, on people that shouldn't vote for Trump. And that was last week. But y'all can go back and watch that show and see that also. But Jamal, Bernard, y'all next.
Well, man, this man, the words about coming out of my mouth is not affiliated with our black media or nobody is my words, in my opinion. This man is one of the worst men that God ever made. He's an idiot. He's thinking about dropping the vice president that he elected because the vice president said, quote unquote, said that this gonna be a hard fight now because what threw them off was Biden dropping out the race. You know, then he said, I don't understand. It's like, how you gonna have somebody just as worse as you on the ticket that people don't like? I mean, Donald Trump is he's an idiot. He don't have one thing about he do, and the reason why he don't want to debate Miss Harris, he ain't got nothing to debate for. Criticizing her or calling her names and all that. That's all he do. You ask him and sit down and say, what's your agenda for the next 4 years with America, with the United States? He can't tell you nothing. He's an idiot. He's a felon. He's a rapist. He's a child molester. Him and all those Weinstein, all of them on that island. That man ain't hung himself in jail. It was a call. Okay? For anybody in America to vote for this fool, it's got to be crazier than him. Got to be crazier than him. And that's my opinion. If y'all don't run behind, I don't care what color Miss Harris is. She the right person. I think she done put enough energy in us that, hey, you know what? America gonna be okay as long as we put this woman in the right hand. And it's not about color. It's about everybody that live in the United States of America. If we on this panel is fighting for our kids' future. And if we let those rats get Project 25, man, we might as well just, you know what? Just let it happen, because it is, I don't understand why this man, well, I understand because he's the right color, but at the end of the day, he got to be stopped, y'all. Trust me.
Jamal?
Absolutely. I tell people, in general, we make decisions every day of our lives. And sometimes you got to choose as to what is best in your best interest. That's what you got to do. That is something that's just quite simple. And information is out there. Because before, people are going to say, all of them are the same. But, yeah, they all be the same. But, one is probably... One is in your best interest. So that's what. So again, it's not just about saying they're all the same. It is do what is in your best interest. And as it stands, just like I've said, the death of America, the death of democracy will occur if you allow the Republicans, one, to have the presidency, but then also, I'm going to say not just the presidency, but to have them even have control of the Senate and of the and the House of Representatives. You've already seen how they function when they have become governors, and you see the evil that they have done as governors. And guess what? You're not giving them the control of the federal government also. That still, Project 2025 can still be implemented. Even if Trump is not president, it can still be implemented if they have control of the Senate and also of the House. These people, these Republicans are evil, and that you even have other Republicans who say that this is not good for us. You got Republicans who are looking at this right here, because again, there's no issue with you being a Republican, but when you are about evil and bring about the death of America, America has always been great, but you're going to bring about the death of America and also the death of democracy. And black folks in particular, you need to be concerned. Any black folks who want to support any of this madness that's being enunciated by these Republicans, you might find out that after January 2025, after the 20th of January 2025, that you will regret this for the rest of your lives and the lives of your children, because some of y'all may not even be here anymore.
Exactly. And Jamal, to your point, when you hear a president say, oh, Christians, if you vote this time, you will never have to vote again. That is communism. I plan on doing away with the whole voting system because I can. Because if I get the presidency, and then I can put, because he said off the bat in Project 2025, it said that they will fire all federal employees and put the federal employees there that are going to be loyalists to him. Okay? That is communism, people. And then he has some of us looking at the wrong things, talking about, well, she's not black. She said that she's Indian. She said that she's this. Y'all worried about the wrong thing, because first of all, I wouldn't have voted for Ben Carson, and he blacker than me. Okay? Because of the fact that he does not hold my values. Okay? So I don't care whether she was black, white, Indian. I don't care. She's the right person for this time.
Okay.
Period.
Jamal.
And I'll say it's not even communist. It is a dictatorship. He will be a dictator, that he will now be able to do whatever he wants, and that we have been close to something like that with regards to seeing people fired. It occurred under Woodrow Wilson. Woodrow Wilson, when he now becomes president, because he was a racist, guess what? Federal employees that were black lost their positions. And some people are going to talk about that, how their family members, they talk about how their father was in charge of this office right here, and they were a middle-income black family in D.C. And guess what? Woodrow Wilson comes in, bam, and they not put in this racism, and they tell them basically like, you can become a janitor. You had this position, this type, but bam. But then the other thing, I'm going to say this to people out there checking out the show right now. Imagine what it would be like if you have a Trump presidency and police officers have qualified immunity. They bust inside your house saying that they're looking for some drug dealer, some rapist or something like that, and they shoot down your mama and your daddy inside the house, and then they say, oops, wrong house, and they go on, and guess what? Nothing can happen to them.
Yeah.
This right here. People talking about Sonya Massey. You better realize that the Sonya Massey story be the story of many of us across this entire country. And if you in some hamlet that you got an officer got an issue with you, guess what? Again, you heard what I just said. You in some hamlet, you in some city, you some town, and a police officer got an issue with you, and they just got carte blanche that they can shoot you, and they're gonna say, oh, I had thought such and such and so and so. Guess what? Nothing can be done. We gotta think.
And that's part of you need to go vote. You need to go register to vote. You need to come out to the polls in massive numbers. If you're registered to vote, you need to vote. Don't be lazy. Don't worry about the long lines. Your vote counts. It is very important that you vote. Go vote. Go register to vote. Because if you don't vote, what you have to do is imagine what could happen if these people do all the things that they are saying they do. You're either going to go into a civil war, which you can avoid by just voting. You can avoid by just being engaged in voting. You can avoid by being engaged, advocating, and voting. You got to be a participant in the process.
But Julius, what do you think about Dr. Omar Johnson and this other brother? He's from here, Houston, that has the Pan-African podcast, and both of them are intelligent people, but they are leading our people astray because they're telling them, no, don't even vote.
Yeah.
Don't even vote in this election.
Umar,
and that's stupid.
Umar is an acquaintance of ours, a good friend of Jamal's, and he's a very smart, educated guy. And the time is not right for what he's trying to do. I mean, the time is always right for the advocacy, but the time to be so direct with what he's trying to do, I'm totally against what he's saying, because what he's trying to do is the exact same thing that Donald Trump is trying to do. What he's saying is that the two sides must clash, and we got to burn everything down and start over. And that's what he's looking at also. There's no other way to. I looked at it and I looked at it and I looked at it. I'm a big fan of his, because 99% of the stuff that he say I agree with. But when he talks about this, when you telling me not to participate, when all of our people died to participate so that we can have a voice, no, yes. I don't believe that we should not be participating in this race. We should be willing, able, and ready to participate in the voting process every time that there's an opportunity. If you want to go back to Africa and there's going to be some Pan-Africanism and we're going to start another party and all, do that shit when it ain't election season.
Yeah.
Don't, every time it's election season, we get somebody that's always trying to throw a monkey wrench into the process. Cornel West, you're going to have a snowball chance of hell to win.
Yes.
Robert Kennedy Jr., you're with Trump, and everybody knows. Anybody with Robert Kennedy, he's a damn idiot. So you have to be able to use your intelligence and look at what is happening and look at it and say, oh no, I can't deal with that. You got Trump, and we got Robert on this show. My little brother, he loved Cornel West. I'm a big fan of Cornel West.
Yeah,
big fan. But Cornel West, you're in the damn way. You're gonna make black people vote for your ass, and you don't have a damn chance in hell.
They gonna get that same 1 to 2%. They're gonna get the same 1 to 2% when he was on TV today too, because they asked him, can you support VP Harris? Not in good faith, I couldn't, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know what? I am so sick of people like you trying to, you're too old for this type of stuff. And you're too smart to not understand what's at stake here. Even if you take 1 to 2% of the vote, you could be detrimental.
That's correct.
To this whole thing, because this is a dead heat. Right now, if we had to vote today, it's a dead heat, and we'd be counting votes for weeks.
Yeah. I agree with all y'all say. So I'm gonna come around and clean everything up. I'm gonna clean it up. So
clean it up for us, Bernard.
I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna clean it up or mess it up. All the people y'all call, I don't like their ass. I don't like watching them on TV. Let me tell you something right now. Every black person that think, quote, 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 gonna be a leader, don't speak for us. Don't represent us. Don't talk for us. We got our own damn mouth. See, what y'all doing is y'all getting these, not calling people weak, but I'm calling them weak. And they listen to all that nonsense. And then they go feed it to their kids. I'm a grown goddamn man. I don't need nobody to lead me. I lead myself. And see, Kanye West and the rest of them, whatever their name is, man, they get out there and they run their mouth and they don't realize they're not helping us. They're hurting us. So now, instead of we taking 5 people to the vote, now they don't run their mouth. Now we got to take 10 people. Shut the hell up. Okay? Go back wherever you come from or whatever, but shut up. Every time I see this brother on TV, every time it's always killing us. He ain't got nothing good to say about us. Y'all let me know if he did, but I don't hear it. So I'm telling you right now, y'all so-called wannabe leaders, shut the hell up and let us good black folks try to do the right thing to stay with these good white folks, Indian, boom. We all people. We all people. At the end of the day, If y'all don't vote for Miss Harris, y'all done lost y'all mind. And like I said, y'all so-called wannabe black leaders, shut the hell up, because you don't represent, to be honest, none of us.
Jamal.
Go ahead, Jamal.
All right. So now I'll say this with regards to Umar. One of the things that wherever he goes, that he's able to advocate anybody. He tells when he speaks, he gives out a telephone number, and he will go to any school system and advocate with regards to the ISPs and the plans and all of that. So that's one thing. He puts himself out there. And so, again, people be able to utilize that. And he puts the information out there. So he's been an advocate for black people, in particular black boys, black males when they're in the school system, but black girls also, black people. So, but again, that's the beautiful thing about many of us is that we can go and tout that and we can put that out there. But if we disagree about certain elements, we can go and do that. With other people, guess what? We are not able to do that. And y'all talk about some political leaders throughout the city right here who, again, we discussed this right here. We're going to say that how if you disagree with them, they mad with you, and everybody their entire parade mad with you. And so with that, we understand like saying, no, Umar, we ain't down with that. We got to go vote. And brother's like, yo, okay, I got you. And we respect and go forward. But the issue is, for me, is that our people in general don't have the information. That's why I keep saying voter education is essential. And so, and I don't know if the president gonna have this on, because just like today, I talked to some people today, and they all these so well-to-do black folks, all them well-to-do black folks right here in the city, and they were looking at some things, and I'm telling them like, listen here. Y'all gonna bring out this tired old leadership, and I say y'all need to be like letting this tired old leadership come out. This about what do we do about it? Put them on the side. Put them on the side. I said, I said y'all ain't doing nothing to get the people over there, and that is what is so crucial right now. That across this entire country, and this is what my concern is, that yes, we got all these other people out there, but guess what? If we can motivate the people, we can make it happen. But across the entire country, we have seen where voting has gone down. Now, of course, there are some pockets where the numbers have gone up, but across the board, and guess what? They're going to continue to do this, and that helps those Republicans also. I'm like saying we got to invigorate, and the Democrats got to do better with regards to that. The Democrats, and even with regards to the Harris campaign, guess what? They're going to come into communities, and guess what they're going to do? They're going to come to our black media to help put the word out. They're going to go to these same old people right here who are not from, I'm saying old people right here, but also bringing the people who are not from here. Now they're going to say, y'all canvas communities. I put it out there that you don't come to our communities and then tell us to volunteer and go out there when y'all getting salaries, 6-figure salaries. And I'm going to say, that is the elephant in the room. The Democratic Party, the DNC, and others, and these campaigns for the Harris campaign and others, they will bring people in here making high 5 figures, making 6 figures, and then they're going to tell Jamal and his people to go out there on the street corners and go campaign for them for free. And they have their organizers, and I'm like saying, yo, it's time out for that. If you want to win, give the people what they need to win. And just like, and I'm so happy that some people here in Savannah, after I sent that out, a message yesterday out, they went and started hitting to some political people here. Started saying, that's right, it's time out for y'all to come down here and think y'all ain't gonna pay our people to be out there on them streets and putting out signs and doing all that. So they gonna come here and they ain't gonna pay us. But they're going to make sure these people who are not from here get paid, and some of us just happy just to be around, just clapping. So, and again, that's across the entire country. The Democrats have not done anything to invigorate the people at all, the masses of people to say why they need to vote. That's what's going on. It's not just about the people. It's the Democratic leadership have not done that. And we don't go and criticize the Democratic leadership. They play a role in all this right here.
Yeah.
All right, we got a bunch of videos, so y'all try to keep it as short as y'all can. We got a bunch of videos coming up for that.
You ain't got to play all the videos this week. You ain't got to play all the videos this week, Julius.
What you say?
Thank you.
And see, and look at it. Caught one slipping, got one chewing, got one down, looking down. You know,
that was a short video.
Yeah, that was one of our promos for the Watchdogs. That was the Watchdogs promo. We got promos. We got a great guy, Stevie Spencer in Chicago, Illinois, on our team, and he does all our videos. He does all our animated videos, rather. He does all our animated cartoon series, everything. And we got my godchild Eden here in Savannah. She does all our promo commercials. She does all our banners and intros and outros. So, you know, we got a team of people that people don't see. It's a lot of work that it takes to get these things done. And
you had said video. That's what we were looking for, a video. That's what I thought. Commentary.
You can get up when we play the Warnock video. You know, but right now, sit your butt down. We got one that we're going to discuss, and don't take long on this here because we got some videos that concern what Sandra brought up, and we want to discuss those things in full because it's a challenge to the black man. And so let's go with these two things first, and then after the joke of the week, we'll get into our main subject. And our main subject is Kamala Harris and the disrespect that she's been getting and everything else. And we're going to talk about that and watch some videos, and it's about 4 or 5 of them. So we're going to get these two out of the way first, though. All right.
There's 40 million people, black people in the United States of America that spend $2.2 trillion every year. Most of it is on luxury goods and not essentials. How come we can't put a couple billion into companies that we all invest in and own? I already do the math. The maths, right? Yeah. You pull out your calculator. I want you to pull out your calculator, right? Okay. Take 28,650.
28,650. Okay.
Times $600.
$600. What did we just do?
Hit equal.
I see it, but what do we do for the crowd, for the audience? What is the 26,000 representing?
The people. So 28,650 people. Mm-hmm. To invest $600.
Yes.
That's $17 million.
You're raising the $17 million. I got you. So
it just take out of 40 million black people, all we need is 28,650 people to invest $600, not buy Jordans, not buy bottles, not go on vacation, and we've raised $17 million for a tech startup that we own.
What an important conversation we're having.
Just that easy. But see, we don't do it because they put in us a mindset of separatism. They put in us a mindset of individualism. They put in us a mindset of distrust. So we're not going to do that. You know, it's just that easy so that you can have generational wealth. See, but what you're concerned most about is that, damn, that's 28,650 people. Well, I'm going to get my money back. Damn, that $600. Build something that we can have. You're talking about having $17 million in 1 hour. In 1 hour, if 28,650 people say, okay, let's do this. You know? But we got to have the mindset to do
it. And you're right. I'm glad, you know, I understand that, but I'm gonna piggyback for just 50 seconds of what Jamal said about local leaders. And I'm gonna tell y'all some shit that's gonna blow you away. See, just because I'm not dying there, I hear a lot. So if Farjay is good enough to have a name on her street coming down Abercorn, if she good enough to have a name on her street 1 year, but it struggled to try to get a venue for Van Johnson to let her use a venue to give out toys and to give out papers and all that for these kids, and you giving this woman a hard time and you said no. See, y'all don't know shit with that dirty ass. He do. That's what he do, man. That's what this dude do. And y'all following him straight to hell. She good enough to get a street name after her last year, but she's not good enough to go ahead and get this building that she wanted to pass out papers and pencils and all that for the kids in Savannah community. And he said, I'll get back with you. You know what?
Well, you know what, Bernard?
We're not going to take a lot of time on this and that.
I let it go.
No,
We're not going to take a lot of time because
we're
that's
not.
you could have did that on.
Blessed thing
Hold
about
on,
it
Sandra.
is-
Hold on. Y'all can't talk when I'm talking. Nobody.
Okay.
Nobody. When that's number 10, Bernard. You should have did that on number 10. If you look at your
I ain't got the agenda.
Okay, well, y'all got to start looking at the agenda and reading the whole agenda, and then y'all know what the deal is on the show. But that's number 10. You could have got that out on number 10. We can't go back. We going
Okay,
forward.
so you got number 10.
Number 10. That's
Well, let me just reply to what he said real
Damn
quick.
right. Number 20.
Hey, go ahead.
Okay, the blessed thing is that this is his last hoorah. He can't run for mayor anymore. The only thing he could do is run again for the first district, which he was a disaster then. So hopefully he won't be in office anymore. But y'all need to get them other shoe licking black folk out of office that got in there and are not doing what they did before they got in there.
Okay.
That's all I got to say. Go.
Okay. Well,
go.
Let's get back on that.
Okay. Go ahead.
But y'all always got your comment on the end. Y'all can always say what you want to say on the end, especially if it's not relevant to where we're at on that particular subject. Try to keep a little bit of order. Yeah. So anybody, we're talking about the 28,650 people putting $600 in together and creating $17 million and starting a tech company. Not only starting a tech company, you could do this 10 times a year. 10 times. That's $6,000 that you would be investing in that year in 10 different businesses. Go ahead, Jamal.
I have to say this first. I am the king of West Savannah.
Boy, go ahead.
And as the king of West Savannah, I must go and acknowledge something when it comes from one of my subjects. Though it will give him the big head, I am quite frightened about this, and I was shuddering on how. So on yesterday, I had a conversation. Well, actually Tuesday and yesterday, I had a conversation with some of my relatives on Hilton Head. When Julius Hall said they have put in us to be individualistic and stuff like that, that is a recent phenomenon. And he is absolutely correct, because I found out in a conversation, one of my cousins said, I had thought that my daddy had got the property from my grandmama, my mama's mama. He said, no. My daddy got the property from, it was a group on Hilton Head, a group called the Boys of Pleasure, which my granddad was a part of. And he said, the Boys of Pleasure. And I said, Baba, wait a minute. The Boys of Pleasure? He was like, yeah, the Boys of Pleasure. He said, I was like, wait, hold up. So not only did his daddy get land, but also my uncle, my other uncle got land. They sold land to them. And so I talked to my uncle. My uncle said, yeah. Said, Papa, my granddaddy, said, because he was a part of the Boys of Pleasure, they had businesses. And he was like, yeah. And that these were men that wanted to make sure that something was there for. And so he said, yeah, Papa said, listen, my two sons got married. They need to build a house. Bam. And that's what happened. And the very thing that Julius Hall had been preaching to a group of people here in Savannah, I was like, oh my God, I can't even tell Julius Hall about this, because Julius Hall going to say, see there, I told you. But that right there, because again, it has always been with us. But then we let this new stuff come into our head. I'm going to say probably during this time of integration that make us now function like we can't think like that. So when we see I see a video like that, I'm understanding, which I always know that has always been a part of who we are anyway, but it came even closer to home to go and say, I tell people, guess what, that ain't brand new. That's what we need to return back to. So I just want to say my subject, Julia Hall, I should keep doing what you're doing on my subject.
Thank you. Anybody?
What line that was on? Line 11? Since mine was on 10, his was on 11.
Boy, it's a pleasure. Hey, Mona Lisa. Okay, we're gonna go to our joke of the day before we get into our main topic. Don't y'all go nowhere, because our main topic tonight is the disrespect being played to Kamala Harris, and we're gonna have some interesting things that we're gonna be putting up this video. So even if we have to go over a few minutes, then we'll just have to do that. But we're gonna get it all out. See, that Jamal, we if I would be able to get everything out, and all this stuff got to play on this particular part because it's all relevant. See, you had different clips on different sports. They didn't have to play. This has to play because they're all relevant. Okay.
Wow, prejudice, I see.
Let's get the joke. Let's get the joke of the week, y'all. Y'all pay attention to it.
I saw the strangest thing go by my house today. I saw 2 hearses followed by a man walking a dog who was being followed by about 100 other men. Well, my curiosity got the best of me, and I went out and I approached that man with the dog, and I said, "Sir, if you don't mind me asking, just what's going on here?" He says, "Well, can't you tell? This is a funeral procession." I said, "Oh." I said, "So who's in that hearse up there in the front?" He says, "Well, that's my wife." And I said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear you lost your wife. What happened?" He says, "Well, she was always griping and nagging on me, but last week she took and put her hands on me, and my faithful old dog here jumped in to defend me, and well, it cost her her life." I said, "Oh, that's terrible. Well, who's in that second hearse?" He says, "Well, that was my mother-in-law. She jumped in to try to help my wife, and well, the dog took her out too." I said, "Wow, what a tragedy." And I thought about it for a second. Then I asked him, "Sir, would it be okay if I borrowed your dog?" And he looked at me and he says, "Get in line."
And we had to get in line with no dogs, boy.
Cause that dog a bad boy. He took the wife out and the mother-in-law.
And the mother.
Like he got a wife and a mother-in-law.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
That was a good one.
I would be glad that you graced us with your presence.
You're very kind. I appreciate you. As always, everyone is so nice and thoughtful. You don't know what that means to me. It means a lot to me. First, I want to say I'm going to lobby to change this half of the show to Live with Big Chuck. When I come on, what I want is completely autonomous on this half of the show. So you don't have to say, on your show, you do it what you want, and I don't do that on your show. So with Big Chuck, you can't do that the second half. When I come on, Big Chuck come on. And I think I got a wonderful viewing audience. I can see I got I forgot something. Hello, boys. And one lady, it's good to see you guys tonight.
Yeah.
I just want to thank y'all for the warm reception. Sandra, you look as pretty as ever. I don't know what's the secret. Maybe by not looking at Jewies on a regular basis have helped your looks really improve. Jamal, as always, I love the shirt. It reminds me of, when you was a prize fighter in your day. And as always, Bernard, you make black look good, brother. I just want to share that with you.
Yeah. I only wait for you.
If you could spell autonomy or autonomous,
yes,
I'll give you $100.
No. I can't spell either one of those words. I might know what they mean, but I can't spell this word. You want to hear it?
What is
it? ASSHOL.
That's okay. But use the right context of the word.
All right.
Autonomous. I appreciate you giving me a lesson in grammar. Julius.
That's what I do.
Please allow her to let the viewing audience know exactly she is astute and have a couple master's degree. Go ahead and explain to him because I use it in the wrong content. I thought autonomous mean have a little bit control. Was that close to being right?
Well, no, not really.
All right, go ahead. You spell it. You spell it. Wait, you spell it first for us, and then give us the definition of it. And I will be totally impressed.
I did tell y'all we got a lot that we got to cover. I did tell y'all.
Let her cover that, Julie. Please.
No, we got time. We got a whole lot of stuff to cover.
All right, cover it.
And that's why I say prejudice. I saw it.
Yeah, that's it. That's line 12, Charlie Brown. We don't pass that.
Yeah, we just on 6 and we got 10 things.
Go, Julie.
So y'all take you ain't got to take no break, but y'all listen to ball now. Y'all Savannah homeboy.
I can't do anything about the mic. We are glad to welcome to the great state of Georgia the next President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris. I'm so glad to be here with all of you. And I'm grateful to be here with my brother from another mother, John Ossoff. Look at us and know what the whole nation knows. That when America was in trouble, during the dark days of COVID-19, and those who were pushing the destructive logic of another virus I call COVID-19. When there were those who were trying to divide us, because that's what people do who do not have vision. They traffic in division. They don't know how to lead us, and so they try to divide us. Who would have thought that when Joe Biden won the White House, we'd be waiting to see who would have the majority of the Senate, and what are the chances that you'd need 2 Senate seats and they'd both be in the same state? If somebody gave you those odds and said you'll need 2 Senate seats, they'll both be in the same state, you get to pick the state. Who would have picked Georgia? Well, we got the last laugh. Georgia saved the whole nation. Georgia, you saved the nation one time, and I've got a feeling that Georgia is going to save the nation one more time. Listen. Georgia is on everybody's mind. And there's a reason. Because of what you did in 2020 and 2021, everybody knows that the road to the White House goes through Georgia. Madam Vice President knows it, but I'll tell you, she's not the only one who knows it. There are other folk who know it. In fact, I heard a phone call where a Florida man called into Georgia and said, I need 11,870 votes. I want you to think about that. Georgia, Donald Trump tried to steal your vote. Kamala Harris is trying to earn your vote. And she's been doing it. I can tell you all the ways in which she's been doing it, but I want you to think about this. Because that same Donald Trump who said, can you just find me 11,000? I heard him say, listen, because this struck me with a certain kind of deep, deep frustration as a Christian pastor. I heard Donald Trump say to a Christian group that if you vote for me, you won't have to worry about ever voting again. And he said that like that was some good news. We are the state of John Lewis. We are the home state of Andrew Young and C.T. Vivian. We are the home state of Martin Luther King Jr. And you dare say to me that if you vote for me, you won't have to vote again? That doesn't sound like freedom, that sounds like bondage. And so this campaign, folks, is about freedom. And so the question is, do you want to be free? Or do you want to go back? We want freedom, right? If you want freedom, you got to vote like you've never voted before. You got to call everybody you know and tell them to show up. And when we show up, we win. We flip this state. And Kamala Harris standing next to Joe Biden capped the cost of insulin, my bill, to no more than $35 of out-of-pocket costs. We passed the infrastructure bill, which is landing in streets all across our state. We invested in clean energy. We supported struggling farmers. We supported families. And we need a president who will get Georgia to finally do the right thing and expand Medicaid so we don't need 640,000 in the Medicaid gap. We don't need somebody trying to tear up the Affordable Care Act. We need somebody who'll stand with us. We need somebody who'll tell us that we have to stand together. And so, I'm so proud to stand with Kamala Harris. Think about this. Her dad is of Jamaican descent. Her mother is of South Asian descent. And then she went to the great Howard University. worked in California, worked in the United States Senate. That is the American story, and she brings all of those strands together. She sees us because in the real sense, she is all of us.
We mute.
You're on mute.
We mute.
I am sorry. I was trying to mute it to see where the problem was coming from. But that was a great speech he gave at Georgia State University yesterday. And, he's a Baptist minister, so, he can speak. He's a Savannah boy, which is great. He motivated the crowd. Right before that, Bernard's favorite person was on the stage, Megan Thee Stallion.
It was a good motivation speech to say we have greatness come out of Georgia, and now I expect what he was saying by mentioning Andrew Young, John Lewis. He was saying we all can be great. Come out and vote. That's what he's saying. That we come. What I was hearing, and it got me motivated to say, other great Georgians done their part. I can go and cast my vote and do my part. That's the message I got.
The message I got was all of the people that he called their names were people that fought for our civil rights and our voting rights. And it is a slap in the face to them. And they rolling over in their grave, if we don't seize the moment. That's what I heard. And that Donald Trump thought that we should be pleased by him telling us, if y'all vote this time, you'll never have to vote again. Really?
What's interesting, what you just said was, it's like I often tell people, Julius, I just want to piggyback on this. And what's interesting, that's what I often tell people, read the Bible for yourself, because each person read the Bible gets something completely different from scripture when they read it. That's all I wanted to say. If we can't have fun on this show, Julius, I don't want to be on it. It's boring.
It wasn't your turn again.
That's all I want to just make
I understand that. I understand
what she say. That's all.
All right, I understand that.
But Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, you too big to be like Kevin Durant sensitive. Y'all too big.
Bernard.
Y'all too big.
And we can't flow in conversation. It's not a robotic type show.
Right.
Sandra, I probably can't spell that either.
It's not.
Okay, but I'm saying if we can't flow.
Yeah. I understand.
I wasn't gonna make a long speech.
We don't know
because
nothing. Bernard and Jamal was ready. And then you could have came back to it and piggyback on what you said.
Julius.
I understand what you're saying, Charlie, but we don't need to go there with right now.
But you're right. I like what you said, Jules. Me and Jamal was ready. That's what the ladies always tell me and Jamal. We ready. Okay.
I don't know if they tell Jamal that.
Because he hanging out with me. We ready.
Okay.
But on a serious note, that's the second best speech that I ever heard in my life. The first speech I ever heard was Martin Luther King, I Had a Dream speech. I got to get his brother, we went to the same school, Johnson High School, Jamal, and great people come from there, like Tonkin and everything. But one thing I can say about Georgia, man, and I'm telling you right now, Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, if she win those three, she got the presidency. She got it. Trust me. And those the three that got them in there. 4 years ago, and they're gonna be the 3 that get them in there this year. I mean, I'm just motivated because now I know, man, we got somebody that gonna lead us in the right direction, and she ain't thinking about color. We are the United States of America. One thing I can say about black people, because I ain't never raised up in a white people or anybody other color home. One thing I can say about us is this here. Our home don't teach hate. Our homes don't teach hate. We teach our kids to love everybody.
True. Jamal?
Well, I have some emptiness about it. Again, wonderful speech, wonderful, crowd and all the joy. But then I, just like I shared with some of the politicos today right here in Savannah who are looking at organizing, I should say Chatham County, what's going to be done to get the person that's living in the Bluff, in Fulton County? What's going to be done to get the person who lives in the 5th Ward in Houston? What's going to get the people that live right there, in New Orleans? What's going to get the people to get out to vote? Because again, all of us, and that's why, as I had shared with folks, I say we can intellectualize the stuff, and we are all intellectual. We understand the importance, but you got a whole segment out there of people in this country that don't understand and not aware, and so who's going to motivate them and get them, and who's going to let them understand about life and death regarding this right here? So, I mean, that's wonderful, but I'm still what's hovering over my head.
Yeah.
Who's going to get them out there?
Yeah. I think the same thing that got them out 4 years ago, scared of Donald Trump, and what he came in is going to be the same this year to get him out of there. Because if it wasn't for our vote, our people that look like us, they wouldn't have been in. They wouldn't have been in the White House. And I know Karma coming up in some Thursday. I need to tell her, but I understand what you're saying, Jamal. I understand what you're saying.
Jamal, Bernard.
And Kamala's going to be in Savannah next week. Kamala's going to be in
Savannah too.
Yeah, Kamala's going to be in Savannah next week, and so we need to. And that's why I'm throwing it out. They were discussing something. She's going to be in next week, and who's going to be the people there? And
the
so that's
the same ones.
Same ones.
Into a private meeting, and let me just get something real quick. Everybody had went. It don't matter who go after that. Everybody had went. I write down everything when I want to piggy bank off somebody. I write it down. Jamal, take that mess off the screen. I write it down, and then I can piggy bank off of anybody that says anything, because I know that everybody.
I got you. I got your point. I got your point.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Because Bernard, he was
looking. It hit me.
I wanted to grab you through that.
It hit me. Guess where it hit me at? Right there. You
know what? You
got
Stop getting in your feelings, big
Jamal, Charlie Brown, Jewish, not me and Sonya. The people that's gonna get them out when she come is y'all three. Because people, I'm telling you, y'all may think people that always have a controversy with y'all, but no, they follow y'all. Everything y'all, it come out y'all damn mouth. People listen. So y'all, they trust me. Y'all got more people following y'all than y'all got the ones down there at City Hall. So if y'all tell them, look, we're gonna get a bus, we're gonna rent a bus, and we're gonna do this, we're gonna pick y'all up, we're gonna take y'all to the voting poll, our black media bus. Don't underestimate yourself. I'm telling you, your voice is a powerful voice. Yeah, you're gonna have some negativity people, because at the end of the day, y'all doing what they want to do. Y'all saying what they want to say, but they don't say it and they don't do it.
All right.
I think that's an excellent point. What you say, because each one of us do have a demographic of people that willing to listen to exactly what we say, and they say who to vote for, what you think, and they ask questions. Julius have his audience. I have my audience. Mm-hmm. We all have different audience. Jamal definitely have his audience. So you got a point there, and I have to give you A+ for that noticing that does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who do show up are some of the people are the same ones seem to have a permanent pass to say I'm at every event.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they ain't bringing no new ones out, Charlie. All they care about is bringing the same people out. They ain't trying to rally and motivate nobody. You won't hear none of those people that's going to be there out on the on any platforms talking. What they doing? Calling their best friends and telling them to come? Hell no. We need a mass turnout. We don't need no little bit of people. Fill that goddamn Civic Center up, that Civic Center arena up. Fill that up. You know?
I mean, because Atlanta was definitely able to get 10,000 people.
And 10,000 more was outside.
That.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And that was downtown Atlanta. And ain't no parking downtown Atlanta. For all those people to be at Georgia State, all close to 13,000, where the hell they was parking at, I don't know. But it was there.
He's supposed to have a rally there this week, the same place, as a matter of fact. You know, I want to see how many people he bring out. Because I doubt that it'll even be over 3,000, 4,000, whatever.
I think that's what happened to Stacey Abrams the second time. She pressed and touched the flesh the first time. The second time, she depended on Van and his crew, I guess. I didn't meant to call his name, but no, they did.
Yeah.
Depending on him. And she didn't run the campaign the same way she ran it the first time.
Yeah.
It was completely different.
Yeah, because she spent too much time
roots.
She spent too much time on Good Morning America, think she Hollywood. And that's what we get, like we think we Hollywood. We ain't Hollywood. We just Holly. Ain't no damn wood.
But now you good. You come up with some good lines.
I do it. I appreciate it.
Okay, we got three short videos.
We're not going to have a Civic Center. I just want to say that. Let people realize that we're not going to have a Civic Center in Savannah.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. They're going to tear it down.
What's that thing that they built over there off of Gwinnett Street? What's that?
A joke.
That's an arena.
Joke.
Yeah, a joke.
I just brought it up just to further throw the knife in y'all.
Okay, here we go. Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. Ain't the fact she black. Howard University, Alpha Chapter, AKA. It's enough to get my attention, but ain't enough to get my vote. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. You better check her record. And I did that, and I found out some things. She dope. Yo, Kamala Harris is almost exactly what you expect from a prosecutor with the credentials I just mentioned. First off, you didn't even qualify to talk about her unless you heard about Back on Track. That's like trying to discuss Jay-Z without hearing Reasonable Doubt. Back on Track was a restorative justice program for 18 to 24-year-old, first-time, non-violent, low-level drug offenders. Instead of jail or a charge on the record, folk got sent to boot camp where they got job readiness training, parental training, earned a GED, got connected with employers for careers, got their credit fixed. That's a pretty good deal. I'm finna go sell an ounce right now. Okay. But for real, once people graduate that program, she get their charges out like it never happened. As DA of San Francisco, she made social services help parents of chronically and habitually truant kids. Twitter told y'all she was threatening with jail. Cap.
The most important issue for me really is that we get these kids into school. The goal is not to prosecute parents, it's to get these children to go to school. We are not talking about hooky and playing hooky, and frankly, we all did, okay?
Nah, they were missing 40 to 80 days. That ain't hooky, that's hiatus. And nobody went to jail. I checked. Sister got them kids back in school and kept them out of incarceration and the grave. She also created reentry initiatives so people in jail could get out and not go back. Convicted over 1,200 domestic abusers. Prosecuted child molesters, rapists, and violent criminals. Transnational gangs. Got $20 billion back for Cali from the big banks out of the foreclosure crisis. Created a civil rights division in the San Francisco DA's office. When she first got in, she threw the charges out for the activists and the protesters who got arrested. Shawty a hero. Senator, no disrespect. Not to mention incarceration rates for marijuana charges fell each year she was AG. So much for that theory about her.
Hey, this fell the myth. They say all she did was lock them up. You know, we had people on this show that was talking about all she wanted to do is lock them up. Yeah, people that tell me all she want to do is lock them up.
Yeah.
And you know, it might sound that way on paper because you're trying to put in some policy to make parents be responsible, you know, and accountable. And it looks that way, but it didn't happen that way. So you know, this guy, he dispelled the myth.
Yeah. And to piggyback on your statement, I will say this: if she's the prosecutor and somebody that's supposed to be working to enforce the law. What the hell y'all expect her to be doing?
Exactly.
Come on now. I mean, she didn't say she was a defense attorney. If she was a defense attorney and she told all of her clients to take a plea, then I'd say you a sorry ass defense attorney because you didn't want to do no work. But she was a prosecutor, y'all. She did what she was supposed to damn do. Unlike Selena Jones, but I digress. Go.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm glad you brought this. Let me tell you something. I think we done got it twisted. It's not do the crime and you go free. It's do the crime and you carry your ass to jail. I ain't never seen nobody do a crime that they know they did a crime and then go to jail. With me, I did a crime, I just didn't get caught. Okay? That's a totally different situation. Oh man, I don't give a damn what she did back then. I don't care. Right now, I'm saying, hey, what can you do for us right now? And right now, she can save this country, bring us together, and no matter about color or whatever. You see, let me tell you something. I don't mean to talk about my black people, but I'm going to talk about them for just 10 seconds. Stop always throwing somebody under the bus when you know you're wrong. Oh, you ain't gonna vote for her because she had all these Negroes in jail? Man, please. If that's why you ain't gonna vote for her, then you got a problem. At the end of the day, I'm in love with her, always been in love with her from 20 years. And at the end of the day, she got my vote. And that, like I say, you do a crime, and you got to go to jail, period.
Next.
I think you have to realize what Kamala Harris did. If you listen to the commercials, they talk about some of the people went free. And the reason they talk about and went and did other crimes, sure, a percentage did, but she rewritten the law in San Francisco. She rewritten the law as a state attorney general. Did you hear what she say? These kids need to be in school. And Republicans are the haters. Did not like her position on reforming the government, not government, but reforming the prison system and what people was going to jail for. Misdemeanor, marijuana, things of that nature. She said they don't have to go to school. That's one of the reasons why they dislike her, because it was affecting people look like you, and me. And it was too much for them. She was one of the greatest reform in California, never had reform like she presented, because she knew what black people was going through being set up.
Jamal, you already went.
No, I had not. I had not gone, but due to time, I understand how we can go on because we have others. Because I know you got other videos you got to play.
Okay, well, Sandra, here you go. Sandra gave us all a text earlier this week, and she said, what's up with the black men not defending Kamala Harris, knowing that all these people are talking bad about her, and especially white men defending a sister, offending a sister, and none of us are speaking up. And I'd say, well, you don't see any of us that if somebody's offending her in our presence that we won't say. You know, I have a bunch of friends and they say slick stuff, but they don't say anything offensive. But that's neither here. But we do have to protect the queen always, and I ain't just talking about her. I'm talking about
All of yeah,
all the
I
queens.
understand that.
all the
Because
queens.
I
All the
understand
queens.
that. And
you
I'm
know,
trying
this
to tell
past
you
weekend,
exactly
y'all
what's going
heard.
on. They don't do the research about her. They just heard the fact that she put people in jail. She is a prosecutor. But what I'm saying, due to history, she have reformed the government, the penal system in California, period. And Republicans and white people and haters of her don't like it. That's what it's about, money. They put people in prison for free labor. It's
But
about what brothers say. She put brothers away. She was a prosecutor. But at the same time, she reformed the whole system.
But you know, Charlie Brown, I wouldn't have any problem with white men, black men, anybody challenging her record. But when you get up to the podium and you say she's nothing but trash, and you say it with a visceral that penetrates down in the skull, or should penetrate down in the skull and in the soul of every woman or every black woman who has a mama that has been victimized by these white men through the ages. You know, everybody got somebody in, every black person has somebody in, a woman in their family that has gone through what she's going through, whether it be on the local level or whether it be on a high level. We should not be allowing, he can get up to the podium. He's supposed to be so Christian, but he can call this woman trash. She is trash.
Sandra, I got something for you right now.
Short and sweet. Sandra, when you don't have nothing intelligent to say against a bright, intelligent woman, what else you gonna do?
Well,
he don't have nothing to say, so he used what you call a diversion, and that's the diversion.
All right.
You're right.
Here we go.
On Kamala becoming the presidential nominee, I'm going to confess, I wasn't too happy about that. But I'm all in now. I'm 100% now for this reason. This representative from Tennessee, sorry, Connie, from Tennessee, he called her a DEI candidate. And then they start calling her colored. Then they start calling her out of her name. And as a black man, I can't let no white man talk about no sister like that. And I not take offense to it. Because who is more disqualified than Donald Trump? And Republicans are all in because he is the avatar for their grievance. How qualified does a black person have to be? Graduated at the top of her class at Howard, went to law school, was Attorney General of a state, a United States Senator, a Vice President of the United States, but she's not qualified? I'm all in. Because I'm not going to let any white man tell me how I ought to feel about a black person. Stony the road we've trod.
Ooh.
Amen.
That's in your hometown. I pull that from your hometown. Where you at right now, Sandra?
Tell me what church he at, because I will go and I will sit there in the front row and give him my tithes, because he is the first black man since Donald Trump came out with his attack on last weekend that I've actually heard say,
Yeah.
I won't stand for it.
Nah.
Because a lot of these other weak ass black men, they sitting up there. Well, what did she say to him to make him act that way? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Because she is a black queen. They will circle the wagon if somebody talks about one of these blue-eyed, blonde-haired women.
Yeah.
And you will be canceled. Do you understand me?
Yeah. I don't
We need to start canceling folk.
No. I'm like this. I did it on my TikTok show, and I was like, probably got over 100-something views. I'm like this here. I don't give a damn what color she is, whether she black, white, purple. He don't have the right to talk about no woman like that. Okay? I don't care what color you is. I got all kind of nationality in my family. We all do. But I'm saying this here, dude. Talk about her again. Donald Trump is one of the most cowardly Hitler in American history. And all the thing he can run on is calling people out their name. If you put her record with his record, let me break it down, Julie. Now I'm gonna clear it up. If you put her record with his record, this his record. 34 felon, filed bankruptcy 52 times, raped a woman, had to pay $450 million, had sex with a woman in the hotel while his wife was having his first kid, okay? Ain't filed taxes in the United States in damn near 20 years, okay? What? And then put us back. If it wasn't for them to save us for COVID, we all would have been dead. I can't tell you what I cannot tell you what I can't see, but I can tell you what I see. I see that coward little wee-wee, because that's what he got, a little wee-wee. It cost him a wee-wee $400 million. All right, and let me say this here, and the words about coming out of my mouth. He give her an inch, and she wanted 10 inch. Baby, call me.
Next.
Baby, call me.
Next.
I hate you, Bernard. You had me. You was really be on there.
She'll be in Savannah on next Friday at 9 o'clock. Julius Hall will
Where's
not
she gonna be at? Julius?
They hasn't indicated yet, and Julius Hall will not be here. Well, at least is like that's what they're saying. The time to be determined, stuff like that. But still, it should be next Friday. Julius Hall will not be here because he will be engaging in debauchery in another location. But anyway, so yeah, black men do have a responsibility to stand up for black women, and that's why I tell people. And again, it's black men, but also black women also have hatred and all this other madness. And we be pets for Caucasians. That's what we do. We be pets. You know, we always want the acceptance from them. We no longer have our humanity. You know, we be pets for them. That's why I see Republican Party, Democratic Party, moderates, conservative liberals, libertarians. I see with all of them, no matter what goes on, we want that acceptance from them, and we are pets. But then also, I gotta say this right here, that part of what we're dealing with right now, Caucasian women need to stand up also. Caucasian women are the reason why we're in the condition right here. If anybody who contribute to this right here, have been Caucasian women who supported their fathers, their sons, their brothers, their husbands, their nephews, against all the rights that we're dealing with right now. And then some will try to act like and put it all on us. No, it's not all on us. It's them. And so let's see how sensible they're going to be about it. And they should be standing up for women anyway. Don't tell me about Me Too, and then you don't want to stand up for us.
Boy, you said a mouthful, boy.
Charlie.
You said a mouthful right there.
Well, we on it tonight.
I think everybody cover it.
Yeah, they vote against their own best interest just to stand by their man.
Everybody cover it.
Yeah.
Did good coverage. Everybody did excellent.
Yeah. Because people don't realize this here. And I'm going to tell you on this show, Me Too wasn't developed from a white woman. Me Too was developed from a black woman. Me Too came out when the black woman said what she had to say. And then they piggyback on it and boom, 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 boom. Stop disrespecting our black women. Black men stand up for, even if you don't like them or whatever. I'm not going to throw them under the bus because we having problems. I'm going to stick by them. You mean 500 years ago, these black women see their black men being hung in trees. Come on now. Hey, Kamala Harris like this here, y'all, and then I'm going to shut up. Kamala Harris like this here. She's one of our mama. Mama going to take care of us. And everybody, no matter what color you is, that's what mama do. They take care of all us.
Well,
true.
I can tell you that they came out. They keep saying that she ain't, Donald Trump don't want to say that she ain't black, but I can tell you she 100% got black in her.
Well, Donald, I do hope you'll reconsider to meet me on the debate stage. Because as the saying goes, if you've got something to say, say it to my face.
That T-shirt wrote itself. Okay, just so y'all know.
Oh yeah,
that T-shirt wrote itself. We gonna have that T-shirt on right after Birmingham, Alabama Day, or this coming weekend. Y'all know it's coming up.
Say it to my face.
Say it to my face. And you gotta say it to my face, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was powerful. They brought the black out of.
Oh, they did. They did. They posted that out of her. What?
Matter of fact, she more blacker than us. She Native Indian. She more blacker than us. Yeah. My grandma was in it, and they was the first one here. If she ain't black enough, Jamal Cap is white.
And you got all these people like, well, no, she Jamaican. I said, you know what? When they clump us all into one, right over here, African, Jamaican, Haitian, American, the African American, I don't care who you are. When they show you on TV, they say black. Period. Yeah.
All right.
So stop it.
We're at our last few. So
and I have to go. Because it's after 9 o'clock. It's after 9 o'clock.
Jamal, you need to sit right there where you at.
Go ahead and give your 1 minute. That's all y'all got, please. 1 minute. Because y'all been kind of long-winded. Y'all don't read the thing when I told y'all don't be long-winded tonight. Anyway, go ahead. And y'all can start wherever you want to start.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in this week and get excited because this is an exciting time for us. You know, go ahead and start identifying your 9 to 10 other people that you're going to bring to the polls with you and start talking to them about bringing 9 or 10 other people to the polls with them. That's how we going to get this done. When we show up, we win. Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great show, and Jews, we can't help it because we go over 10, 11, 12. That's what we do. Everybody need to stop looking at people color and vote for what's right for us in the United States. It's not about, because if Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, if God would have sent his son and say, okay, I want you to die for because they white, black, whatever. Nah, he said all us in the same boat. One thing about it is they magnified everything when it comes to black people. This white people doing worse things than us. Asian, Puerto Rican, all that. Okay? So when you go to the poll, don't go to the poll because you voting for a white man or a black woman. Go to the poll and vote for the right person that gonna lead us in the next century with our kids. And I think the right person for this country right now to bring us together is Kamala Harris, the next president of the United States, 2025. Georgia, go vote. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Everybody around the world, go vote.
Jamal.
The time is now. The time is now for us either to see democracy living or to see America die, to see democracy dying. The death of America, the death of democracy. And we need to understand we must be out there. We must look out for one another. We must protect one another and support one another. This time is now, and we cannot sit idly by. And just to let everyone understand this clearly, I'm the king of talkers in Johnson.
All right. I'm going to defer.
The person that challenged you to be uncomfortable is the person that loves you the most. But you've been told for many years that the person that loves you the most is the person that accepts you for who you are. How can I love you when I know there's more that you can do, but I don't push you? That can't be love. There's healthy ways of challenging. People need it. There are tons of people that don't see they can do more. They've accepted their fate. But they only attach themselves to anybody that accept them for being who they are. But the reason why you lose is because you accepted who you are.
That's right. And that was mine, y'all. Don't accept who you are. Accept all that you can be. All right?
Yeah.
You know, if this person ain't pushing you, they don't need to be around you. I push Charlie every damn day. He pushed me. He pushed me right back as hard.
Yeah.
Mine is actually short and sweet. When you don't have a platform or nothing to talk about, you have to go negative. The vice president is talking negative about her and the president because empty wagons don't have no substance because they have no strong platform. You can't tell me nothing on their platform other than the border, and they're going to take America back.
All right. That'll be it for us for this week for the Rabble. We'll be back next week. We always here, right in your face. Y'all stay tuned. And don't forget to watch our shows all week. We're right here every day, every week, all day.
So long, people.
Hey,
breaking news.
Thank you for all the support, y'all.
Woodville Torrey High School in 2025. Well, at least you conclude Woodville with your surname.
Like this.